Hello, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our full moon meditation here on Peace Point Meditation for the last full moon of 2020. Hi, Ron.
Hi, my name is Ron again, and this is Amy. So we're always your hosts for these events.
Yes. Um, Today is a Tuesday and it is December 29th, 2020. And we are happy that you are able to be here with us this evening to join our full moon event for the last our last full moon event pretty much for the year 2020. So I think this is a great way to end the year, right, Ron? Kind
Yeah,
of, meditate and just listen to some great wisdom talk and get to know the other participants of this full moon meditation as well.
yes, and again, see people around the world can see it, and just a little background info. It's broadcasted around the world, so we all meditate together, and it's really important in that way. And I think it's really exciting.
Yeah, I think that's like one of the good thing about doing this virtually is that everyone could join in on this full moon event no matter where you are in the world. And I know usually every month we'll have participants from Mexico or even Thailand. So, it doesn't really matter what time or the time difference even. It's just we're all able to be here at this time to be together and to meditate together. So, welcome everyone. And we are here on the Zoom meeting. I know there's a lot of people tune in on YouTube and Facebook as well, just so that it's easier to access for some of you. So thank you for joining us, whether here on Zoom, Facebook, or YouTube. Um, I I think I lost my co-host,
All
but
right, back. Sorry.
okay.
All right. Yeah. So regarding today's topic, it's reflect and project. The four pillars for a successful life, and I think in this way, it's awesome. First of all, the title we took so long thinking of that, reflect
True.
reflect and project, but I think it's very meaningful too. That at the end of this year, because it's the end of this year, and not so good year for most of us, and for in this way, it's just unprecedented change. So for us to be able to reflect on all the actions and all the events that happened this year, and to take that and be able to project a more positive, result, and put out the good vibes out there for 2021, and it is we kind of need to know that what are these steps? What are the ways to reflect? And
Mhm.
how do we project such good vibes? And this is what Longpi Pastorat will teach us for today's theme.
Yes, and we are lucky once again to have Venerable Pasura being the teaching monk for the full moon event. And I'm sorry, Ron, I like your water jug there.
Oh, yeah. It's a plant vase that I cleaned.
I hope you cleaned it.
Yes.
Now you're making me thirsty. Now I feel like I need to drink some water too. um, but like we say every time before the meditation, get a drink of water. Just make sure you don't drink too much water so that you don't have to get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of the meditation session, which can disturb,
Yeah.
your way, your road, your path to that inner peace through
Yeah.
the meditation practice. But yes, so going back on track, back to what Ron was saying, it is a great time to reflect, on what happened this year, whether, it's the good or the bad of 2020. And also to project that onto the next year. Vinod Pasturat, we were talking to him a couple of days ago, and we were thinking about what would be a good topic to, for him to share with us tonight. And we think that this would be a great one. And he wants to focus on the four pillars and also kind of compare our life to a business, right? So the four pillars that you saw in, the event invitation for tonight's full moon, if you don't I'm sure a lot of you don't know what the four pillars are yet, but just to go over it really quick, the four pillars are health, finance, relationship, and health, finance, relationship. I can't even read my writing, everyone. Oh, spiritual. So if we're able to have all four of those, we're able to kind of guide our guide us in the right direction, as you could
Mhm.
say. So
Yeah,
that's what Venerable Pasura will be talking about for this evening.
exactly. And what Amy said, just to build upon that, is that, these four pillars is just like a business, and that we kind of need these four, whether it be different like styles for like management, whether these four pillars are four values that we hold within our company, and we relate it to how we these four pillars that we hold within ourselves.
Hmm.
And these values from health, it's more of reviewing this, having a holistic review of our company, look back and reflect on our relationships that we have with our family and friends or our loved ones. It's similar to all our network within our business, and all the staff and all the employees. Finance is, we have to look at the financial aspect. We have to make sure that within our everyday lives that we have and we are content, that we can care for our loved ones and for ourselves, our self-care, like financially. And also same thing with the business, self-explanatory. Spiritual, we make sure that all our mental is good, and that we have a good balance and a good like spirit, that we're able to actually you know place. These are the values that we kind of hold within ourselves, that we can project as we compare to a business, is this the ethics that we have, and what is the ethical value of our company. What do we hold true to, that we want to build? So I think Lumpi Pastorat will go much deeper into that, but just to give you a little snippet of what is the theme of the end of 2020.
Yeah, and many of you might wonder, okay, why are we comparing our life to a business, right? Because, okay, if we think about it, if we have a business, if we are an owner of business, of course, we want our business to succeed, right? We want our business to do well, keep doing better year by year, meeting those goals, meeting those KPIs. So why can't we do that for our lives as well, correct? So that is why we're comparing our lives to our business. Just, if we think about and reflect on what we've done this year, what can we do to change, or what do we need to make better in order to make next year better and reach better goals, or a higher goal or higher standard than we did this year, as we would in a business. And I think that's why this topic will be interesting for not only business owners, but also just our life in general.
Exactly. And yeah, and it's fun. It's Can't believe it's already almost the end of the year. At the start of
I
2020.
know. I remember the first time I started hosting with you here, Ron. I think that was back in what, April? And we're like, oh, let's see how long this virtual full moon will last, like how many times, how many months we will have to do it virtually. And here we are in December, and we're still with you. So I'm glad that we're keeping this going. And next month, of course, is New Year. We will have a new program here on Peace Point Meditation as well. So I don't know if you want to go over that, Ron, or do you want me to go over the new schedule for the programs?
Yeah. Can you go over the new programs, and then I'll go over the what we're doing today.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so for those of you who are, new to Peace Point Meditation, we do offer virtual meditation sessions almost every day, or pretty much every day this year on YouTube and Facebook. But for next month, starting January, we're gonna, change it up a little bit. We're gonna have the virtual meditation sessions on Mondays from 7 to 7:30. So that will be a little shorter. It's just, just for us to kind of relax and after a busy day and kind of bring our mind to the center through the practice of meditation. And we will have the peace break again on Wednesday evenings from 7 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. as well, and Thursday evening from 7 to 8:30 p.m. So this will be a longer meditation. There will be a wisdom talk by the venerable who will be leading that session. And on Friday evening, we will have peace silence from 7 to 8 p.m. And on Sunday morning from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. For the peace silent, or all these programs are available on Facebook and YouTube. But for the peace silence, that will be on Zoom only. And we will provide the meeting ID and the password at the end of the session, just so that we have a little bit more time, because we're about to start the full moon for tonight. But this is just a schedule that we will be, having the virtual meditations starting January 8th.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yes.
starting January 8th. So
But we will let you know, if any updates and everything like that.
yes. So Venerable Peter and Venerable Jason will be in charge of the peace break. Venerable Sopon will be in charge of peacetime on Thursdays. And I think Venerable Nicholas and Venerable Sopon Venerable Nicholas will be leading the Sunday morning peacetime. So that is something to look forward to during the new year. So I hope that everyone will be able to join us. If not all, just some will be good, because we could
Mo-
always most because we could always use a little bit of time in our day to still our minds and practice meditation.
exactly. And we're so just to give a lowdown on what's going to go on for tonight's event. We'll have we started around 7 o'clock, so we're going to give you our little Rod and Amy spiel with all the way up until maybe around in a couple of minutes. So 7:15. 7:15, we're gonna have a stretching and yoga exercise from my good friend Michelle, and we have that goes until 7:30, and at 7:30 we start the meditation session, which will at 8 o'clock, and part of it will go until the loving kindness meditation, and then by the end it's at 8:15 wisdom talk, and then the end of the program we end at around 8:30. So
Yes, so good.
oh yeah, so pretty much that's like a um, everything that we have today. And of course, please feel free to comment on our YouTube and put it on our Zoom so we could answer any questions that we can answer. And anything you'd like to know, we'd like to share on our meditation experiences. So please let us inform us. And we also want all these suggestions to make it better and all these things. So please make sure to communicate with us and just give us a shout out, and we'll be able to, yeah, improve.
Okay. Yes, of course. Feedbacks and recommendations are always welcome, as usual, whether here on Zoom, Facebook, or YouTube. Before we start, I'm going to go ahead and say hello to everyone here on Zoom. Okay, let me go through the participants list. We have Pat, Crystal, Adrian, Brandon, Karina, Maria, Janet, Nicholas, Jewel, Teresa. Venerable Pasura is already here. That is good. A few minutes ago, Adrian asked about the 4 pillars. So, what the 4 pillars are, and I sent the 4 pillars to her on the chat. So, for those of you who are also wondering, is health, finance, relationship, and spiritual. So, if you want to know what those 4 pillars mean, stay tuned for Venerable Pasura's wisdom talk after the meditation to see how that could all tie in with our lives, and how we could use those 4 pillars to reflect and project what we did and what we will be doing in, the upcoming year. Oh, and before, sorry, Ron, one more thing. Before we give the introduction for the stretching, don't forget to have a candle or an LED light next to you, so that we're able to light the candle during the meditation, so that we're able to, have that beautiful image of spreading that love and kindness to from within to the outside world externally.
Mm. So yeah, but also we want you to, of course, be safe and make sure that if you are having any live fire or anything like that, that to not have any like little dogs running around like my puppies, and that might knock it over and create more problems. So just be safe. Please common sense. And again, if anything, we all have our phones that you can use to spread that light from within. So other than that, yeah, like we kind of want to make this a kind of special, even more special one, because it is the end of the year, and it's crazy that the start of the new year is literally in a day or two, in 2 days,
Two
but
days.
depending on where you are. So that's why we have to kind of make it a put our intentions out there, that we're going to, you know even though things might be uncertain in the future, and in these uncertain times, we're going to actually, you know be positive, and we are going to make it. And I think that's an important aspect of all this.
Mhm. There's an ambulance somewhere. Yeah, so what Ron said, it of course, we are just a few days from starting a new year, and many of us always have, our new year resolution that we try to uphold throughout the year. And if you're like me, you sometimes forget, I'm always like, oh, let me start a diet, or let me go on, let me be a vegetarian for 3 months or something. And then 2 days later, I'm like, oh, this looks really good. I want this taco. And somehow I just kind of lose that new year resolution. So how can we kind of stick to our new year resolution? How do we project ourselves to be better, or to to kind of keep up with our goals or our KPI for the next year? So I think the answer comes from inside. We have to kind of meditate, still our mind, clear our mind in order to see clearly, I guess you could say, um, how we could achieve those goals and what we need to do and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And
And I feel like, there's this misconception that we tend to think of like New Year's resolutions as things that, oh, okay, we have to do these things and make sure to get these goals and hit them through it, right? I don't know. We give ourselves this kind of like restrictions, that limitations and expectations, that we try to actually see that as like, oh, well, in the case that we don't fulfill one of these, are we gonna be so disappointed, and we're gonna, like, it's going to really, affect us in this way? But we have to look at it as that maybe these are goals, these are our resolutions, but if you don't hit them, you don't have to be disappointed. You don't have to feel like your whole year has been messed up, and you're that the new year is not going to be as great as what you expected. If we kind of look at it as these New Year's resolutions as kind of these little, I wouldn't say like steps, but these little just guidance points, and to look at it, these guidance points, that okay, it's the same if we analogize that with meditation. Is that, oh yes, maybe we can't see what other people are experiencing in meditation, but it's more of this awareness that, okay, we know that we haven't achieved this one goal that we have expected, we put on as a resolution, but it's okay. Next time we'll reflect on it, and then we'll project, okay, we're going to do better. And in that way, we don't we don't kind of put ourselves into this like rabbit hole, into this,
mm,
that this darkness, that we just tend to, oh, okay, we messed up one resolution, and then we're just gonna, it doesn't matter for our other ones. So it's that sense of awareness that we take a step back, like we realize, okay, yeah, I didn't make that one today, but I'll be better tomorrow. Mhm.
kind of like that motto in meditation, let it be, let it go. And sometimes that's what we actually have to do, to kind of to not dig ourselves in that hole, like you said, Ron.
Mhm. Yeah. So yeah. Other than that, like our we're gonna start our program soon, and we just want to make sure that everyone uses the restroom, and make sure everyone grabs a nice cup of or a vase of tea, and so that you're able to actually, and yeah, basically to kind of get our mind right. And once we start with the yoga, then we'll be able to get our our physical right. So in this way, it's that mind and body balance that we need in this life. And I think it's really important to kind of find that like stability. And yeah, so all right, here we go. And yeah, we see Michelle, who's gonna lead us in the meditation, and she's actually coming in right now. So I can provide a introduction of her. But yeah, we should start with the program right now. Okay. Mm-mm. So, all right, good. To begin tonight's event, our guest who will be leading our exercise will be Michelle Sibulak. She's a nursing student at Creighton University in the Accelerated BSN Nursing Program. She graduated from USC in Human Biology and Healthcare Studies. She is from Phoenix, Arizona, and has been practicing yoga for about 12 years. Loves cooking, music, walks in the nature, and Trader Joe's. And she's probably one of the most spiritual, one of those spiritual people that I actually ever known in my life. And in order for this, I really think this is her first time to doing this. So I really think you know, it'll be awesome. So let's see. Uh, and yeah, she's on right now. So please give her a warm welcome and welcome Michelle.
Welcome, Michelle. Thank you for being here this evening to lead the stretching to start off our full moon event.
Mhm. Uh, oh, there you are. uh,
Hi, thank you. Can you see me?
no, we just see black. Yep. Uh, uh, are you able to turn on the camera? Oh,
There,
perfect. Hi, Michelle.
right there.
Awesome.
Have one of those days. Uh, thank you all for joining me. I think that this lighting is really going to get.
Can you make it a little louder?
Yes, I sure can.
Perfect. Yeah. How are you doing?
Hold on just one moment. Thank you.
Oh
Thank you
yeah, we can
so
hear
much
you now.
for the invitation to lead the stretching tonight. And I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my lateness. I hope everybody's had a happy holiday. And, you know, whenever things like this happen and it seems like, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're good.
Whenever things like this happen and, uh, you know, we just need to ask ourselves, what can I learn from this? You know,
Mm,
uh, when our
exactly.
patience is tested and everything seems like it's going wrong, it makes it all that more important to turn inward and find your inner peace and calm. So, without further delay, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, Ron. So,
Yep.
if you'll just get started sitting in your chair, and I apologize for the lighting not being any better. You can see. So, we're just going to quiet our bodies. And the first thing I want you to do is to imagine an imaginary string pulling the top of your head nice and tall.
Oh yeah, Michelle, can you? Perfect. All right.
Let's join Nathan's computer. So,
All right. Mm-mm.
thank you. All
All right.
right. So, we're going to start by breathing and imagining that tall string pulling our heads up nice and tall. We'll breathe in for 1, out for 2. Okay, and then slowly, keeping your stomach in tight, just start circling your head around. One full circle that way and turn it the other way, just very slowly, not forcing anything. Feel that stretch all around your neck. And when you get to the back, go back the other way. Still breathing. Slow and controlled. Okay. Then we're going to shrug our shoulders several times. So we're going to squeeze our shoulders up and let go. And squeeze them up towards your ears, shrug them really tight and let go. We'll do this 3 more times. And let's do a 4th time. Really, really squeeze it this time. Hold it tight, shrug your shoulders, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, and let go. Okay, now we can do some shoulder circles backwards. Maybe you hear some crunching. This should feel really nice. Get your shoulders nice and relaxed before we meditate our full moon meditation. And forwards. And we'll do several more of these. Back again, nice and slow. These are some of my favorites. And forward circles again. Okay. Next, I'm going to have you take your left hand and place it on your right knee. And again, stretch your head nice and tall. And using your left hand on your right knee and placing your right hand behind your back, the best that you can. Do your best. We're going to do a nice little twist and try to see the back wall. And remembering your breathing through all of this. Control your breathing. All right, and whenever you're ready, you can slowly unwind back to center. Next, with your right hand, place it on your left knee, moving your left hand to your back. And again, we're going to stretch up tall and look towards the back wall. Still breathing. Very good, and slowly unwind. Now, maybe you're sitting in a chair or on the floor. If you're standing, we're going to do some rotations of our spine this way. So you can brace yourself on your chair, hold yourself here, but the point is to try to keep your bottom half of your body stationary and just rotate your spine nice and slow, nice and controlled. We can do 5 times in this direction. Trying to keep your stomach in tight while breathing. And we'll call that 5 and stop. And 1 more time, torso grind. Okay. Next, moving down to our legs, we're just going to stretch out your feet. I don't know if you can see my feet. We're going to get some movement in our ankles. So extend your feet, and you're going to flex your toes and point them. And flex your toes and point them. Flex and point. Okay, next we're going to make some circles in one direction. Get all those little cracks out. Nice and lubricating for your joints. This feels really nice. And in the other direction, 5 times. All right, great. Okay, now we're gonna get a side body stretch. Okay, so you can firmly plant your feet on the edge of your chair, okay? And we're going to, keeping our head up tall and our tummies in and our spine straight, reach one arm up in the air and stretch over to the side, trying to touch the side wall. You should feel a stretch in this side of your body. Try to look up to the sky. You can stabilize yourself with this hand. Okay, now back up to center, slow and controlled. Lower your arm. Always remembering to breathe and find your inner calm. Okay, and we can raise our other arm, our left arm, stabilizing ourselves with this arm. Reach up tall, like that string is pulling our heads up to the sky. And over to the side, to the other wall. You can look up towards your fingertips and feel that stretch in your side body here. Using your core muscles to protect your back. Okay, and back to center. All right. Okay, how are we doing on time, Ron? I know that I was late and I don't want to.
Maybe you can conclude it just a little bit by last stretching. So, yeah.
Okay.
So good.
So let's see. Maybe we can do a little bit of let's do a little bit more shoulder circles back. Okay, and we'll stretch one arm across our body and hold it there and just breathe and find that stillness. You should feel this stretch in the back of your arm and the back of your shoulder. Always minding our core and keeping our heads tall, our spine straight, and our stomachs tucked in. Okay, now slowly let go of that. We'll do the other one. Cross it over. Wonderful. You should feel that right in your upper back and arm. Wonderful. Great job, everybody.
Well,
Okay, thank you, Michelle, for leading the stretching for this evening. I hope that everyone got a good stretch, especially in the shoulders and in the ankles. That felt really good for me, actually.
Thank you.
I liked your fluffy shoes, sandals.
Thank you, everybody. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Michelle. All right. And I hope everyone was able to, now get their mental right and now get their, stretching and physical right. So, yep. All right. We'll start on with our next part of the program. So, meditation is a unique experience for training the mind. With meditation, we hope to ultimately attain and maintain the complete stillness of our mind with no thoughts whatsoever. We can do this by maintaining our awareness to our thoughts and keeping our attention to the center of our body, which is 2 finger widths above the navel. The most important thing to keep in mind while meditating is to feel relaxed and comfortable, with our focus placed gently at the center of our body.
Meditation helps us in eliminating the effects of negativity, stress, and pressures of our daily life. It allows us to stay positive and optimistic in spite of potential hardships. It focuses on strengthening the inner bond between the self and the center of the body, which creates inner peace, a calmer state of mind, and positive energy flow. With constant practice, one will be able to apply this technique in our daily life, which will eventually lead to a healthier and happier lifestyle. This positivity will make us immune to negativity and many other mental afflictions. Some examples of the health benefits of meditation includes it reduce anxiety, stronger immune system, better stress management, improved memory, enhanced sleeping patterns, awaken intuition, relaxed body, and a feeling of inner peace.
Before practicing meditation, we hope that you can get into a comfortable position. You can sit on the floor, you can sit on a chair, or whatever position that you feel is the most comfortable. Please be sure that your body's relaxed well. Ensure that you can sit in this position for at least 30 minutes. Sit while meditating with your back straight and open shoulders. And laying down meditation is probably less recommended because, let's be real, you'll fall asleep. You warm up your body with some light stretching, as we just did, or drink some warm tea. We can help relax our body. You can have some cushions to support your part of your body for comfort.
And now we are ready to begin our meditation. We would like to invite Venerable Pasura Dantamano. Venerable Pasura was born in Thailand and has over 25 years of meditation experience. He has a master's degree in international relations. Venerable Pasura has conducted meditation workshops and retreats all over the world, from countries in South America and all around Asia. He is the chief teaching monk of Peace Revolution, a nonprofit organization dedicated to spreading world peace through inner peace. Venerable Pasura is also the personal translator to the current head of the Dhammakaya technique, the Abbot and the Vice Abbot of the Dhammakaya Temple in Thailand. Please give a warm welcome to Venerable Pasura.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to tonight full meditation. It's really a great time for this holiday season, I guess, because it's coming to New Year in only a few days. So tonight meditation, we're going to be reinforcing and reviewing or recollecting our things that we feeling grateful for, or things that we appreciate throughout the years, in order to sort of empower our own mind and sort of rejuvenate that kind of positive sensation, positive vibe that we really have, so that we can passing it on to the next year, so that we can make our mind be ready to start this new year with this energy. So let's get started with the part of the meditation then. First, I would like to ask you, before closing the eyes, to adjusting your sitting posture to be really comfortable. So taking some time to adjust your body, adjusting your legs. If you're sitting on the chair, you can feel that both of your feet lay flat on the floor. Place both of your hands in your lap without feeling the tension at your shoulders. If you are sitting on the floor in the half lotus position, please adjust your legs so that you don't feel blockage of your blood circulation as well. Keep your back straight with your chin square. And please breathe deeply and gently a few times, observing the flow of the air as is slowly passing through your nostrils, feeling it goes all the way down, the way your abdomen is rising up, and exhale, feeling whatever you have within is being released from your stomach. Let's inhale again very deeply and gently. Feel the movement of the air. Gently touch the point where it turns in the end. And exhale. Let's breathe again. Taking it in, feeling your chest expand, your back stretching up. And exhale, allowing both of your shoulders to drop and rest naturally. Let your breathing cycle return to normal and feeling the eyes closed gently in the way that there is no tension at corners of the eyes or the eyebrows. Observe the way your sense of relaxation spread from your eyes, throughout your face, and your entire body. Gently bring attention back to observe your sense of comfort. Meditation is not about engaging with thoughts, but is more like an observer, like an audience in the cinema, watching movie screen without commenting on it, analyzing it. Or just like when you're sitting by the beach, glancing at the sunset or sunrise. So first, we start off by making our seat really comfortable so we can enjoy our time right here in this very present moment. So relax every single part of your body now that you have adjusted into comfortable sitting posture. Let's relax every single muscle. Start from the top of our head. Slowly relax it down to the forehead, down to the eyes, nose, all the way to both of the cheeks, and then to the neck. Gently move that relaxation down to the shoulders, flushing tension down along both of the arms to your hands, all the way to the tips of your fingers. Move that relaxation to your chest and slowly bring it down to the abdomen, all the way to both of the legs, feeling tension is being flushed out all the way to your feet and the tips of your toes. Let our body be so relaxed, as if you have returned home after a long journey, and here you are, finding yourself a spot to just rest, forget about the day and everything for a while, and giving that precious time of peace as a gift to yourself. So relax every single part of your entire body. You can also reinforce that relaxation by imagining yourself being in the surrounding of the nature, by the trees, the beaches, the desert, or being on top of the mountain if you like. Anywhere that you really feel at peace, a place where you can take a step away from the hectic world outside, where you don't have to worry about anything or anyone or any task, a place where you can just be so freely with yourself, the way you really want to be. So picture yourself be in that surrounding, and the space expand all the way to the horizon. Here you are in this large open space without anyone around. You may have random thoughts appearing from time to time, which is very normal for the meditation practice. Think of it like seeing birds flying by. We don't really care where the birds are coming from or where they are going to go, what they're going to do. We just notice our thought like seeing the birds and let them fly by, while our attention returns to be with how relaxed, comfortable, and peaceful we are. Let our awareness settle deeply in our sense of calmness and serenity, while noticing the passing thoughts or external distractions. Let it come and let it go. Here I am, being so comfortable in this present. As our body is so comfortable, let us free up our mind from all negative feelings that we may have left inside. Our worries, frustration, any irritation that we may have, feeling as if the natural breeze is blowing them all away, blowing it out of our system until our mind return to be in the state of peace and freedom again. You may notice how it feels very light, weightless, and spacious within. That's the sensation when our mind is able to detach, to let go, to relieve all negativities from within. That is the taste of freedom and peace, light, calm, spacious. It is very open, and ready to embrace positive energy, ready to absorb love, compassion, and peace that we have within. So let us free up all this space inside until it feels so light, weightless, spacious, until within our body feels empty and hollow, like an empty space. Then we bring up our mind back inside to rest in the center of our body, at the end of our breath, or in the middle of the abdomen, the point inside that you feel most comfortable to be. Let's gently place our attention on that spot, as if the mind is laying down on the cushion. It's so soft to rest there within. So place our mind there so gently, so tenderly. Here, our consciousness is coming back to its home. Here, inner peace, blanket and enwrap our mind. So let it stay still, just like this. Whatever is happening, let them be. Here I am, immersed in the sweet taste of peace and calmness. Here I am, be so comfortable. Now that the mind is in touch with peace inside, let us light up the candle to brighten up our surrounding, our environment, and symbolize that positive peace and loving kindness. So may I invite everybody to open the eyes and light up the candle that you have prepared. So now we slowly bring our arm back inside. Bring that little candlelight within ourselves. Slowly close the eyes and feel the light from within. Recollect all the things that we are grateful for, things that we have appreciated throughout this 2020, even though there may be situations that make us upset, but there are also many things that we feel blessing in life, things that we feel touched, loved. So recollect all of these gratitude, compassion, love that we have and receive from all of people, good folks around. Hope and love that radiating from within. That is the energy that we have produced, generated, and received. So now that we have let them inside, feeling that light is slowly radiating, expanding, the warmth of candlelight slowly reaching out and comfort every creature, every person on around, from within our residence all the way to our block, our neighborhood, our city, state, country, and all around the world. Feel the light expand and connect with all the light, all the love that is synchronously broadcasting at the same time. As we are sharing loving kindness, we are also being touched by the loving kindness that share from others. So let that light expand from the center of our body, expanding all around, reaching out to all the people, to all the creatures, sending the message to all of them in this coming new year. May all the lights be free from dangers, from threats, from suffering. May all people live free with happiness. May the beauty of love and compassion continue to blossom in the heart and soul of every person, just like the candlelight that is shining from within. It continues to give light, to share, to reach out everywhere. Sending our gratitude to all those who have been so kind. Sending our love to those who are very important to our lives. Sending our forgiveness to those who may have crossed paths and feel offended. Expand it out. All these are the products of our mind when it full of peace. Let it spread all around, amplified by all the light and energy in the world. Let your mind be that candlelight of love. Feel the light expand. And now that we love and peace, let us slowly return, reconnect with our body sensation, feeling that love and peace energy circulate throughout our entire body until we can feel that sensation on our body and skin, the air that passing through our nose, the sound of the ambience. Slowly bring our attention back to acknowledge our five senses and slowly breathe in, feeling your breath touch the candlelight at your center. Exhale. Breathe again. Take it deeply all the way down to the candle inside. And exhale. Breathe again very deeply. Feel the warmth of that candlelight reaching out to every single cell in our body. And exhale. Now that you are feeling more comfortable and your mind is already in touch with your five senses, so please slowly stretch your neck by rotating it a bit, and then move to stretch your shoulder, rotating your shoulders, and slowly extend both of your arms to stretch them. Open your hands, stretch out your fingers all the way to your legs, feet. Breathe deeply in and out, deeply, and open your eyes when you're feeling ready and comfortable. So that concludes the meditation part for tonight. And thank you very much for joining the meditation session. It's been really marvelous for me to really feel all the energy that we are sharing tonight together. Thank you, Ron, Michelle, and Emmy, and Michelle for beautiful stretching at the beginning. So as this time of the year, usually the end of the year, and as Emmy and Ron were talking about New Year resolution, so we always projecting what we want to do, what we want to be in the next year. But usually I would love to think of life like a company or like a business. You know, when you are making business, at the end of the year, we will close our annual balance sheet to see how much liability, how much assets, what is the turnover that we got for our business, so that we know how have we been performing throughout the past year, so that we can make the projection how the next year should be. So we make a plan. So normally our resolutions sometimes can be very spontaneous, like I want to exercise every day, I want to go on a diet every day. And usually it never stick, that including myself too. It's very hard to make all those things stick. I know they get excited for only a few weeks, I guess. That will be maximum. And then everything is back to normal, because sometimes we try to want to achieve certain kind of goal that is a bit too hard. So first, if you think of life like a business, then you can make a little reflection on something that we call the 4 pillars of life, which is really the main important things. First is our physical health, our own body. Our body, whatever is happening to our body come from our daily activities, what we eat, drink, sleep, exercise, and also the use of toilet. So these actually contribute to how our body would be like without any other factors at least. So if at least we sleep at the proper hours, eating healthier food, things will get a lot better with our own body too. So that we can see what have been doing in the past year. And then before making a next year plan, that will be the first part of your annual balance sheet. Second of life is the social aspect, relationship. Even though this year we're doing a lot of social distancing, but even though we are not physically there, but our relationship never dies. We're still engaging with people socially, digitally. So people, all the things that are important in life when it comes to relationship is always about sharing love and giving. Every relationship is based on the giving. I don't mean about giving the gift. It could be just a simple text, smile, even kind looks. All of these things really giving, sense of friendship, friendliness, and comfort of human touch. When we got it, we're also happy. The same thing when we give that to the others. And that's how we maintain the sense of relationship based on giving. So that would be the second part on our annual balance sheet. What do we have for the past year and how we want to project it for the next year. The third part is our job, our financing part, economics. Of course, we still need to work it out. We have to make money in order to sustain our life. But it's also account to, how much we spend, how much we use, how much we save and other stuff. So you know a lot better than I do. So that would be your third part of the account sheet. Sorry, I try to make the pronunciation a lot better, the short one. And the last one, the spiritual or the sort of this kind of mental aspect that we got. How much I grow as a person, how much I mature as a person. As each year is passing by, we are, adding more year into our life. So am I growing up to be a more mature, to be a person who still uphold the values? That's what I would call is growing up spiritually. I don't mean religiously, but growing up as a person to the values that I believe in. If I believe in love, I believe in compassion. Am I growing up in that values that I uphold? So that is the last of the pillar that is really important, because that actually gives us the core of the happiness. When we are doing something that we're believing in, those values actually matter so much to us, and it makes us feel really a person, content, fulfilled. And it also will empower the other aspect of life, because whenever we don't feel really happy and content, we tend to try to add more on the physical stuff, which is the first 3 things. And then we lose the track of what's really important. So when we started to filling up from our own mind from inside, that spiritual growth that we have, then the other 3 will be strengthened automatically. We will emphasize, we really realize that what's important more, what matters more in life, so that we can reprioritize what matters. So this year is, is coming up in only a few days. So I hope that this a little reviewing of your life business will be helpful before making resolution for the next year. So your plan be in accordance how you want to see the way your life business is growing in that direction. So for me in this part, thank you very much for spending this wonderful year with Peace Point Meditation, and for all of you who have been a regular meditators and joining these sessions all together so many times, and especially in this session before we saying goodbye to 2020 and moving on to 2021. Actually, this is awesome year because, this is the year that you can say 2021 in one word, and it already signified passing of the year. So thank you very much for joining these sessions. It's been an honor to share it with all of you, and I love the energy very much. So back to you, Ron and Emmy. Thank you.
Thank you, Venerable Pasura, for the meditation. Your voice is calm and very soft as always. I hope that everyone had a great meditation experience and felt that peace the same way that I felt the peace through the meditation tonight.
Thank you so much, Venerable Pasura. That was a really always enlightening, and I think it's stronger as well with all these, your wisdom with the four pillars, and because it's really relatable. And with this, and it is at the end of the year, and so I think you help really set a foundation not only for myself but for a lot of people out there that's listening in. So we really appreciate that.
Yeah. And if we have all the four pillars, the stronger we are, right? If we're missing one, it might be like we're missing a leg. We might be a little lopsided going one way or another. So it's great to have all four of those pillars that you mentioned, which are health, relationship, spiritual, and the finance pillars. And I hope that everyone is able to kind of think about, the past year, 2020, and what you did during that year and how you can improve those four pillars going on to the next year and project those goals, project those, KPIs, business term, I guess you could say, as to what you could do better. And of course, if anyone here on Zoom, on Facebook, or YouTube have any questions for Venerable Pasura regarding the meditation or the wisdom talk, you could always write it in the chat or the comment section. Or those of you on Zoom, you can always unmute your microphone. It's always great to hear what you're thinking and also hear what Venerable Pasura has to, what more actually Venerable Pasura has to share with us.
And also any comments or suggestions or anything like that as well would also be greatly appreciated.
Yes. But if no one has any questions or comments, I guess this could just be your own little brainstorm. Just kind of write down, what I kind of mentioned, what happened in the past year, how you can improve it. And I hope that next month, when we start the new year, you're able to kind of have your own goal and be, somewhat committed to those goals. Because as Venerable Pastor said, sometimes we have those New Year resolutions, we keep it for a couple of weeks and we just go back to normal. So the next time we see us here on Full Moon Meditation, I hope that you're able to keep up with those projections that you're making here tonight.
Exactly. So, well, all right. And I guess if there's no other questions, we have Adriana comment that said, "Thank you for a wonderful meditation." Yep. Thank you, Adriana. We appreciate you being here always. So, yeah. Other than
Any sorry, I was gonna ask Venerable Pastor if he has any last
concluding,
thing he wants to leave, yeah, a concluding remark to kind of end the year, like a blessing for all of us.
Wow. Usually in our tradition, the best blessing is the one that you give to yourself. The most important blessing is the one that you really give it out to yourself. It's coming from the positive energy that you have cultivated all the year. If you know how to get to that, you can always giving that blessing back to yourself every single day. So I hope in this new year, what you can do is that, before it's about to pass the year, instead of, sharing with just regular party that we love to do, but we can also make it in different ways, like, settle down, just reinforce that energy and give us each and everybody to bless ourselves on it so that we can really be ready and be energized for the upcoming year. So I hope it will be the next year for all of you, the good, fantastic 2021 for all of you.
Thank you, Venerable. And I hope that will be, I give the same blessing to, of course, myself and everyone here as well. I hope that 2021 will be better than previous years. And I hope that everyone will be able to find that inner peace through the practice of meditation. And I hope that we see you again next month for our full moon meditation.
all right. Thank you so much, Long Thi, and thank you, everybody. This has been a great end of the year and a great program, and I really appreciate. It makes it really me feel really warm that there's such like participation and engagement, and it really inspires me to continue to keep doing this every month, and hope be hosting it with Amy, with for you guys and all around the world. And you're even though we might not be like physically here, we through digitally, like we are able to still be like positive, and your positive energy and spirituality really kind of fuels us as well. So please let us know anything we can improve on, and thank you for a wonderful year, everybody.
Yes. All right. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and conclude tonight's full moon meditation event. Don't forget that we have a new schedule for the Peace Point meditation, online meditation sessions that we will offer starting in January, Mondays and Wednesdays, peace break from 7 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Thursday evenings, peace time from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Friday, peace silence, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. and Sunday, peace time from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. So don't forget to start off your new year and join us when you can. Hopefully, these will be, a good tool for you to use to practice your meditation. And we hope to see you here in our next full moon event.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great new year.
Have a happy new year, everyone. Stay safe, and we will see you again next year. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.